Alright, so I'm here with your Money in the Bank 2015 review. Let's just get right into this shit here. I didn't watch the pre-show. Again, I've said before, I don't care about that shit. So to get the show started off, we have a Dusty thing, your little promo or whatever there. I don't want to say about this, it was a nice little tribute, whatever, But why don't they do this for everybody? It seems like when they do a tribute, it's only for PR purposes and whatnot. I get like you're gonna give Dusty a bigger tribute than the guy who's only been there like a year. But I mean, if you look at Viscera when he died, I mean they don't even do anything, And he was there for fucking a long ass time, wasn't he? Yeah. And I mean, you just look at the people, and like some guys will give a tribute, some guys nothing. It's like retarded, So I just want to throw that out there for discussion, but. It was nice, but at the same time, it seems like they only do this shit for PR purposes. But then, we have the Money in the Bank match starting, the show. And fucking Sheamus wins. Are you fucking joking me? Fucking Sheamus. I mean, what's the top things he's done since he's returned? Pound his chest, stick his arms out in the air. Fucking he got a mohawk. He has metal hanging from his beard. I mean, that's basically the top things he's done since he's returned. I mean, what the fuck are they thinking here, giving him the fucking Money in the Bank? This has got to be the most retarded-ass move ever. This is like a step up from Reigns winning it. It's fucking horrible. In the match, too, it's not like you expect a good match, at least here, but you didn't get shit. You got a few good moves, you got some good power bombs there on the ladder. You could argue that RKO from Orton was a good, good spot. But, I mean, we've seen it before. It's still a pretty cool spot, but nothing great or anything like that. And then it looks like Roman Reigns is about to win, and you're like, oh, shit, here comes Roman Reigns. And then you're like, oh, it's Bray Wyatt. Thank God he didn't win. Yes. And so then you're like, oh, okay, who's going to win now? And then you see Sheamus, and you're like, oh, shit, it's Sheamus. What the fuck? Then Neville comes in, and you're like, oh, yes, Neville. Maybe Neville's going to win. Then, no, Sheamus wins. So, and then you're like, oh, fuck again. So, I mean, it was, fuck, Reigns is going to win. Yes, he's not going to win. Fuck, Sheamus is going to win. Oh, yes, Sheamus isn't going to win. Oh, fuck, Sheamus won. So, I mean, that's basically the match there. And again, the wrestling was shitty. The result was shitty. So not a good start to the show there. I gave it a 0.5 star out of 5. Just boring-ass bullshit with a shitty result. Then we have Nikki Bella defeating Paige. There was actually some good moves in this match. I'll give him credit there. I mean, the match went a little bit too long. This is a Divas match, and nobody gives a shit about the Divas division. So for this match to be, it had to be like 10 minutes at least. A little long there. But, I mean, it was still a decent, alright match there. I thought a fucking shitty ending there with the DQ finish. It was, and even JBL was saying, oh, how could they did the twin magic or whatever, and then Nikki Bella ended up pinning her, and then JBL's like, how is that not a DQ? I'm like, yeah, how is that not a DQ? What the fuck is this? It doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? So, I mean, you had that going on. The ending was fucking stupid in my opinion. I mean, I'm so sick of like DQ, and every once in a while you need a match with like a bunch of craziness, a bunch of interference and shit. If you go back to Triple H and CM Punk at Night of Champions, you had that, and it was good. But I mean, if you look at this, like what they're doing now, it's just typical interference, typical bullshit, and it's not entertaining. And they gotta just have a lot of matches, or at least a good amount of matches, where it's just a clear-cut winner. That's how you get people over. You don't get people over by, fucking interference every fucking match, or, bullshit wins every match. And yes, the heel needs to win by cheating sometimes, but you gotta also give him some clean wins too. So, Nikki wins again. Nikki continues her monotonous, boring reign as champion. Big fucking deal. Nikki Bella fucking has no talent at all. So I'm gonna give this match, just because there was some good wrestling in here, 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we have Big Show and Ryback ending in a DQ. You had Miz coming in there, fucking things up. Another boring ass match with the fucking Big Slow. I mean, why the fuck is the Big Show in an IC title match? It's just stupid. It seemed rushed. It seemed just put together at the last minute, and it was just dumb, and it was boring too. You had like, I think, one good spot in here where you had, Ryback. I thought the suplex in the Big Show looked kind of impressive. Other than that, everything else sucked. He had, again, Miz. Like, what the fuck is Miz doing out here? I'm going to give this one a half star out of 5. Just a boring match between two boring wrestlers. Miz, again, another DQ finish. It's like, what the fuck? So that sucked. Then we have Cena versus Kevin Owens. Cena defeating Kevin Owens here. I thought this. I enjoyed this match. I did. And I don't have a problem with Cena winning either. And I'll tell you why. But I mean, the match again. It was basically the same match that they had, 2 weeks ago at the last pay-per-view. Except it wasn't like the exact same. It was it was good. That's what I'm trying to say. It was a very good match, very good wrestling match. A lot of good action, and I enjoyed it. A lot of close falls, whatever. A lot of good moves. I'm gonna give it 3.75 out of 5 stars. You had fucking Cena. The only difference was match quality was pretty much the same. Cena won, and you're like, oh shit, Cena won, and they were kind of acting like this was like gonna be the last match between the two, and I'm like, then Cena goes to shake his hand. I'm like, I think he's probably gonna do some shit or whatever. So, but that was that was good there with what they did at the end. The power bomb on the fucking ring apron. So obviously they're gonna have a rematch. So I do not have a problem at all with Cena winning. Owens kicks out of 2 AAs, almost wins. So not a big problem with Cena winning here. So hopefully, as long as Owens wins the next match, I will not have a problem. So yeah, this was a good match, good quality match, and I want to see more of this shit. So yeah, 3.75 out of 5 stars. And you notice the crowd is way more behind Owens than they are Cena. Cena's getting his ass booed out of the building while Owens is actually getting cheered. Then the Primetime Players defeat the New Day in just a boring fucking match. It seemed kind of short. And why are the Primetime Players fucking winning? What the fuck is this? I mean seriously. They come out of nowhere. Fucking just #1 contenders out of nowhere. And now they're fucking champions like that. Like, they went from being like the worst tag team in the fucking division almost to being fucking champions. It devalues the titles. It's bullshit. I mean, the Primetime Players, it's not like I'm not saying they're horrible, but it just doesn't seem like they deserve to be champions. Why wasn't Team Fact made tag team champions? They're much better than the Primetime Players or the New Day. It's like the Primetime Players. It's like, Titus is decent. Darren Young's, all right, I guess. I mean, again, the biggest thing he has going for him is he's gay. Seriously, I'm not even joking. But just a boring fucking match, and it's like the Primetime Players are the ones to dethrone the New Day. Really, why not the New Day? Or why not Team Fact? I mean, and Cesaro and Kid, they were much better, much more deserving of a tag team title run. Why didn't they get a tag team title run? So I wasn't happy about that. I'm gonna give it 0.75 out of 5 stars. Then we have the main event. Rollins defeats Ambrose. Oh, whoa. Rollins actually gets a fucking clean victory. Whoa, holy shit. When's the last time that happened? Can't even remember, can you? So finally they gave fucking Rollins a legitimate fucking victory. No help, no bullshit, just a clean fucking victory. Thank God, And the match was good. A lot of good moves, I thought, a lot of entertaining moves. It wasn't great, it was good. I'm gonna give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Quality main event. You had Rollins taking a nice bump there on the ladder. You had Ambrose hitting his finisher, the DDT, on the table. The ending there with the fucking, both of them grabbed the title. I mean, I would have preferred Rollins just to, walk up the ladder and grab it cleanly. But I mean, it was still fine, It still came off to me as a clean victory for Rollins. I would have just preferred it's nothing big. This is just a little thing. I just would have preferred to see Rollins just grab the title by himself. It just seems like it's more definitive of him winning. But yeah, good moves. No help from anybody for Rollins. He did it by himself. So he definitely seemed like a legitimate champion tonight. That's one night though. They've been fucking him over for the past 3 months. So one night isn't gonna fix the fucking over that they've done of Rollins for the past, like since WrestleMania. I mean, how do you look at Rollins and say, well, this guy can beat Lesnar, who's like the fucking, who just beats everybody? He's totally opposite. Lesnar just fucking beats everybody. Rollins fucking can't even beat probably a fucking broomstick right now. But, but seriously though, at least he got the win. At least he got it clean. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy that it was a quality main event. So if you look at the fucking show overall, you had fucking 2 good matches with the main event here, and then the Cena and Owens match. Everything else was pretty fucking shitty. Divas match was all right, So I'm gonna give this show, I'll give it 5 out of 10 stars because there actually wasn't too much shit on here. The main event was good. Cena Owens was good. So again, everything else was kind of shitty, but. I'll give it 4 out of 10 stars. All right, there you go. 4 out of 10 stars since there was 3 shitty matches, 1 all right match, 2 good matches. So 4 out of 10 stars. So could have been better. Kind of disappointed. The one match that did disappoint me that really that was way under my expectations was the Money in the Bank match. That match fucking sucked for what I expected it to be. I expected that to be at least like a 3-star match at worst. I mean, that match was like fucking horrible. It was just basic fucking moves. A fucking ladder shot. A fucking this. Oh, he's climbing up the ladder. He pulls his leg. It was just nothing that I thought was good or unexpected or out of the ordinary. So there you go, people. The show was pretty mediocre tonight. Was happy that was happy with the Kevin Owens Cena match. Was happy Rollins won in a good quality match and in good fashion. But, other than that, nothing really to get all that worked up about. So there you go, people. There's your Money in the Bank 2015 review.